Hello, and thank you, and welcome back to the Lizzabitty channel. I am your host, Lizzabitty. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get right into today's topics. So, per my last video, I was going to talk about struggles as an expat moving into the UAE. And then I'm going to highlight a few things that one can do during the 2020 pandemic/C19. Okay? So let's start first with some struggles that one could possibly have moving here. The national language of UAE is Arabic. My L1, which means your mother tongue, is English. Do I struggle because people speak Arabic and I speak English? I don't. I don't. I know some Arabic. And secondly, every sign that's around here that they put, it's in English and Arabic. You may ask yourself, well, why is English so prevalent there? English is so prevalent here because you have a large Western population of people from the UK and the United States. And English also is one of the most widely spoken languages all over the world. So therefore, they decided, I guess, to use that as the second language for persons here in the UAE. But yes, I do know some Arabic. I'm not saying I am fluent in Arabic or any of that. I am not articulating that in any way. Okay? A second struggle that one could have here. So let's say that you got here and you wanted to drive a car. So renting cars is easy. Purchasing cars is a different story. If you said to yourself that you were going to be here for extreme lengths of time, then you may say, I wanted to invest in a car so I don't have to do X, Y, and Z in terms of transportation. Well, here, due to expats leaving with loads of debts and leaving their cars and stuff here, the government instituted a program where if you decide to buy a car, unless you're paying for it outright, but if you go to a dealer or a secondary seller or something like that, you will have to put down at a minimum of 20% of the sale price of the car. So let's say that the car costs 300,000 dirhams. You're gonna have to put down 20% of that. And even if you negotiate, if the price was 300,000 and you all negotiated, let's say 280, you're gonna have to put down 20% of 280,000 dirhams. So you all can convert that and that would tell you exactly what the price of that be. Or I'll look for you now and I'll tell you. I will tell you, okay? So if you're going to, let's say if there was 280,000, okay? So that would be $76,000. And so you will multiply that by 20%, and then that's how much would be your down payment. That is to get people from leaving assets here. So if you're really invested in something, the likelihood of you doing that is slim. That's what the thought process behind that was. So let's say another possible struggle here. So in terms of buying real estate here, yes, you can buy real estate here. They have a lengthy process with that. And you can get loans here. I'm not familiar with the ins and outs of it. I'm not sure how it works. However, I can tell you this. The laundry list of paperwork and the deeds and how they do all of that, it is astronomical. People do use realtors here to assist them when they are buying. However, they're not going to be able to just say, push your packet along, if you will. Now, that's something. Another struggle here is that if you came here as a married couple, and let's say that your wife was Muslim, but your husband was a non-practicing Muslim. And then the wife was to pass on. The husband is not entitled to her assets, and it could be vice versa. So you have to be mindful of the legalities when you're coming here as a married couple, just because things get really, really sticky because this is an Islamic nation, okay? And let me talk about that just for a minute. I remember when I was telling someone, it's when Ramadan was going on. It's Ramadan. I can't be outside drinking in public. You can get a ticket, you can get arrested for that. I said, well, why? You're not a Muslim. No, I'm not a Muslim. But this is a Muslim country. It's just like if someone was coming to the United States and whatever their religion was, which did not coincide with ours, they're going to conform to ours. An example would be our weekend is Saturday and Sunday. Muslims' holy day, is Friday. Now, if their jobs are willing to give them waivers for religious reasons, that's something totally different. However, they're not obligated to do that. So, as Americans, we have a tendency to be disrespectful at times just because some place does not conform to our own ideologies because of where we come from. That's wrong. That is wrong. So anyway, just in terms of Ramadan, conformance, okay? That's something. You don't want to find yourself ticketed in all of this stuff, okay? Drinking out in public during Ramadan, eating out in public during Ramadan. However, when you go to malls and things here during Ramadan, they do have like partitions up where you can go in there and you can still get, let's say, a drink or something to eat, and it's blocked off where people who are fasting are not watching and seeing you. So they are considerate to that. But just walking willy-nilly on the street because it's 110 degrees outside and you're thirsty, no. We're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be doing that. All right, so we discussed cars, property. I'll give you one more struggle that I can see. Another struggle would be, I'll say for Westerners, dating. Dating here is so different merely because of the fact that you have to be mindful of where you are. Muslims do not date how we date, and so you have to be mindful of that. You have to be very mindful of that and understanding the local protocols for things. It's just the situation that we're in here in this country. As I said, I have a good time here. So whatever the restrictions are, I don't have any issues with them. People who have issues with their restrictions, I'd say most likely they're rogue. I could be rogue as well, but not about that. I'm not gonna be rogue about that way. So things to do now in this new dimension in which we're living. Well, I can tell you, I don't know. So yes, you may ask, since it's an Islamic country, can you buy alcohol? Yes, you can buy alcohol here. Okay, they have protocols for getting a liquor license, which allows you an allotment. You have an allotment card, etc. So you can get alcohol here. Okay, now the Disaster Management Office has lifted the ban on the beaches, so beaches and parks are back open. So people can go to the beach, and then but you still have to adhere to the 2020 rules and regulations for this post-COVID situation. It's just what it is. We have to be mindful of that, and Dubai is strict on fines. So I would suggest, if you're coming here, to be mindful of that, because eventually the world is going to open back up. Dubai is going to open back up. And if this was a place that you thought about visiting, come check it out. So, Dubai is home to many firsts, and they have the first library that is shaped like a book. So you could go to the library, you can go still walk around malls. Now, in terms of other entertainment and bars and concerts venues, those haven't opened up yet because it would be very hard to keep the distance. And so I'm not sure when those are going to open or how the Disaster Management Office is working to design that's what that scheme is going to look like, but it is forthcoming. So anyway, thank you for joining me here on the Lizzabitty channel. I look forward to serving you. Please like, share, and subscribe.